At the tender age of 7, Princess Charlotte had already perfected the art of royal poise with her flawless curtsy, graceful wave, and composed smile reflecting her upbringing. However, on that unforgettable day at the Wellington Arch, something truly remarkable occurred. As millions of onlookers observed, the young princess's carefully maintained demeanor faltered, revealing an emotional moment that moved hearts across the globe. What could have caused her to shed tears? The answer lies in a secret gift, a hidden musical legacy, and a great-grandmother's final act of love that would forever change the monarchy. Few are aware that behind the grand doors of Buckingham Palace, in a room rarely seen by visitors, sat an antique Steinway piano, holding more secrets than the crown jewels. It was in this room that Queen Elizabeth Roman II spent countless evenings teaching young Charlotte the delicate art of piano playing, a tradition kept hidden from the public until that fateful day. The story began when Charlotte discovered a carefully wrapped package on her 7th birthday. Inside was a delicate music box crafted from burnished silver, adorned with tiny horseshoes symbolizing their shared love of horses. But this was no ordinary music box. When opened, it played a haunting melody composed by the Queen herself, a lullaby she had often played for Charlotte during their private lessons. On the day of the memorial service, Charlotte wore 2 precious gifts from her great-grandmother: the horseshoe brooch, which caught the attention of many, and beneath her collar, the silver music box, delicately suspended on a chain. What the cameras didn't capture, what no one could have anticipated, was how the grand organ at Wellington Arch began to play the first few notes of that very same lullaby, a final gift arranged by the Queen before her passing. As the notes filled the hall, something extraordinary occurred. Palace insiders later revealed that, as young Charlotte maintained her composure throughout numerous public appearances, she suddenly recognized the melody. Her hand instinctively reached for the music box beneath her collar. In that moment, the wall between public duty and private emotion began to crumble. The royal photographer who captured Charlotte's first tear didn't know about the music box, the piano lessons, or the countless hours spent with her great-grandmother, learning not just music, but also lessons that would shape her future. All he knew was that he had witnessed something unprecedented, a moment of pure, unguarded emotion that would change the world's perception of the royal family. But here's where the story takes a surprising turn. As Charlotte's tears captured the attention of millions around the world, something remarkable happened in the orchestra pit. The musician entrusted with playing the Queen's lullaby later shared that his sheet music had mysteriously vanished just before the performance. Yet, the melody played on, note for note, as if guided by an invisible hand. The Queen's lady-in-waiting later revealed that the Queen had secretly recorded herself playing the lullaby, knowing it would be her final gift to Charlotte. She arranged for the recording to be played through the hall speaker system at precisely that moment, ensuring that even after her passing, she could offer one last moment of comfort to her beloved great-granddaughter. What began as a private display of emotion quickly sparked a chain reaction throughout the hall. As Charlotte's tears flowed freely, others found themselves moved not by the loss of a queen, but by the sight of a young girl mourning her great-grandmother. Even the usually stoic palace guards were seen discreetly wiping away their tears, though they would never admit it in their official reports. In the days that followed, the story of the mysterious melody spread. Music scholars tried to transcribe it, royal watchers searched for its meaning, and young royals across Europe found themselves relating to Charlotte in ways they never expected. However, the full truth about that day, the piano lessons, and the music box, remained known only to a select few until now. No one could have anticipated how that moment would ripple through centuries of royal protocol, challenging the very foundations of how young royals were expected to behave in public. As Charlotte's tears dried and the final notes of her great-grandmother's lullaby faded away, more questions arose. What other secrets lay hidden behind the young princess's composed exterior? And how did the musical connection between grandmother and great-granddaughter reveal itself in the final months they spent together at Kensington Palace? Within the palace walls, Charlotte navigated 2 distinct worlds. Behind the scenes, Princess Kate transformed a forgotten wing of the palace into a space called the Normality Nook, where tiaras met teddy bears and royal protocol bowed to childhood whimsy. Here, Charlotte kept her most treasured possessions, common toys gifted by the public during royal walkabouts. She particularly cherished a simple wooden dollhouse placed next to a priceless 18th-century miniature palace that had belonged to Queen Mary. This contrast spoke volumes about her unique childhood. Palace staff observed how Charlotte effortlessly switched between these 2 worlds. At state events, she demonstrated impeccable posture, perfected through hours of practice, yet moments after the cameras turned away, she would often be found twirling Perhaps most intriguing was her secret ritual. Before every public appearance, she would spend exactly 7 minutes in the Normality Nook playing with her toys, a tradition that helped her remember she could be both a princess and a child. As the memorial service reached its most solemn moment, an extraordinary sequence of events unfolded beneath the Wellington Arch. The first sign of something unprecedented came from Charlotte's personal protection officer, who noticed her fingers tracing something beneath her collar. Tom Parker, the royal photographer, recalled how time seemed to slow down. Through his lens, he saw subtle changes in Charlotte's demeanor, a tremor in her hands and a softening around her eyes that no royal training could conceal. But what truly broke protocol came next. As Charlotte's composure wavered, Guard James Mitchell made a decision that would later spark debate in the highest circles of palace authority. He reached into his uniform pocket and quietly offered Charlotte his handkerchief, first time in centuries that a guard had interacted directly with a royal during a ceremonial duty. This simple act of humanity sparked quiet support throughout the crowd. As Charlotte's tears flowed, the atmosphere of the ceremony shifted. Foreign dignitaries, trained in centuries of protocol, found themselves caught between tradition and compassion. The Japanese ambassador's wife later described how she instinctively stepped forward to comfort Charlotte, only to be surprised when no one stopped her, a subtle shift in the invisible barriers that typically surrounded young royals. In those 3 minutes, the usual whispers about royal protocol gave way to murmurs of empathy. Young royals from other nations, standing rigid in their formal attire, visibly relaxed their postures in solidarity. What happened beneath the Wellington Arch that day did more than challenge tradition, it rewrote it. In the months that followed, a subtle but significant shift occurred in how young royals were permitted to express themselves during formal occasions. As these changes took root within the palace, attention turned to Prince George, who had watched his sister's vulnerability with an intensity that puzzled many observers. His reaction, and the profound impact it would have on their relationship, soon became apparent. The change began with a leather-bound journal discovered by palace housekeeping, filled with sketches that documented George's own struggles with royal expectations. One drawing depicted Charlotte at the memorial service, with a mirror image of himself beside her, both with tears. Palace sources revealed that George had secretly collected newspaper clippings about his sister's emotional display, not out of rivalry, but with deep admiration. His private tutor noticed a shift in his demeanor during lessons on royal history. Instead of focusing solely on protocol, George began asking about the human side of these stories. The siblings' bond grew stronger through their shared routines. The royal children's breakfast room, once a place of formality, became a sanctuary where George and Charlotte developed their own secret language of support. George would position himself between his sister and visiting dignitaries, creating space for her to step out of the spotlight if needed. Perhaps the most telling change came during their joint appearances at royal functions. Gone were the subtle competitions. Instead, observers noted how George developed a system of hand signals with Charlotte. A gentle tap on the wrist meant "I see you struggling," while a soft brush of the elbow signaled "it's okay to feel." Their private art teacher shared a moving story of a joint painting session, where George requested they work on a single canvas together. The result was an artwork showing two young figures standing strong together, their crowns tilted and hands clasped in unity. This transformation extended beyond the palace walls. At a garden party at Windsor Castle, George broke tradition by requesting that young guests sit with their siblings, not by rank. This small but significant change reflected his growing understanding that strength could be found in family bonds. George also began keeping a small collection of items in his coat pocket during public events: a spare handkerchief, a photograph of their private moments, and a courage stone, a smooth pebble from the beach where he and Charlotte had spent a rare, carefree afternoon. These items served as tangible reminders of their shared humanity beyond their royal titles. The evolving relationship between the siblings caught the attention of child development experts, who noted how their public dynamic was reshaping expectations for young royals. Their former nanny revealed how George had even changed his bedtime routine. Instead of practicing his royal wave, as tradition dictated, he would spend quiet moments reflecting on his connection with his sister. Charlotte Elizabeth Diana, strikingly similar to her famous great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, will carve her own path as the first female heir. She is a significant and complex royal figure whose choices have caused a stir both in the palace and across the country. Behind her polished image lies an unwavering will to create a future that blends tradition with modernity, ensuring that it satisfies everyone. Complete the tour to learn about the incredible life of Princess Charlotte, a star whose brilliance shines brighter than the grandest state banquet, and her role in ushering in a new era for the British throne. When Prince William and Catherine Middleton, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, announced in 2015 that they were expecting their second child, the world held its breath. Everyone wondered whether it would be a prince or a princess and what name would be given to the royal baby. A wave of interest swept across the globe, with all eyes on the upcoming birth, as it was expected that this would be the first princess born in direct royal lineage in more than 20 years. Everything had been settled since the birth of Prince William in 1982, and the birth of Prince George in 2013 only heightened the anticipation. The whole country made bets, discussed names, and hoped for a smooth pregnancy, as rumors swirled about how the new era would change the royal landscape. On the morning of May 2, 2015, London became the center of attention when Princess Catherine went to St. Mary's Hospital. There, a team of experienced medical professionals, including obstetricians and gynecologists, were waiting. Crowds of people and fans gathered outside the hospital, while social media was flooded with messages of excitement and good wishes. And then, at 8:34 in the morning, the joyful news arrived. Princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana was born, weighing 3.5 kilograms. The birth went smoothly, and Catherine, giving birth naturally without epidural anesthesia, showed incredible strength and resilience. Less than 10 hours later, she stood on the hospital steps, waving to the cheering crowd. Prince William was by her side, and little Charlotte, wrapped in a soft white blanket, became the center of attention. This moment was captured for the world to remember. Bright yellow flowers on Catherine's dress reflected the spring mood of the day. In an interview, Prince William called Charlotte a little piece of heaven, and Catherine remarked how happy she was to have a daughter. After the birth of the princess, London erupted in celebrations. Cannon salutes, pink lights on the city's landmarks, and a mass sale of royal-themed merchandise. The princess's name was announced on May 4, 2015. Charlotte Elizabeth Diana, and soon, in July, she was christened in the historic St. Mary Magdalene Church. Charlotte, like many royal children, quickly attracted the attention of the entire country, and her name became a symbol of continuity in the British monarchy. The choice of her name was no accident. It is linked to long-standing traditions, as well as the history of her family. Charlotte is a name that has been used in European royal families for centuries, and it became a symbol of connection with the past, including the tragic story of Princess Charlotte of Wales. Her second name, Elizabeth, is a tribute to the great Queen Elizabeth II, whose reign symbolized devotion and courage. By naming their daughter in her honor, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge sought to preserve the Queen's legacy for future generations. Furthermore, the name Elizabeth is associated with significant historical and biblical events. Its meaning, God is my oath, has adorned many queens and princesses throughout history, symbolizing power, grace, and leadership. With this remarkable name, Princess Charlotte joins a long line of strong women who have shaped history. Her third name, Diana, holds deep emotional significance as a touching tribute to her late grandmother, Diana, Princess of Wales, a woman whose influence reached far beyond the royal family. Diana is remembered for her compassion, humanity, and dedication to charity. Her unexpected death in 1997 shocked the entire world. By naming their daughter in her honor, Prince William and Princess Catherine ensured that the memory of this iconic figure would live on forever. It is a deeply personal tribute from William to his mother, whose influence he often mentions, hoping that his children will understand what an incredible woman she was and embrace the ideals she represented. The inclusion of Diana in Charlotte's full name serves as a constant reminder of her love and care and guarantees that her spirit will live on through future generations. When the name Princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana is spoken, an exciting story of great women unfolds. As Charlotte grows, she will undoubtedly be inspired by the strong women who came before her and left their mark on history. Who knows? Perhaps Charlotte Elizabeth Diana is destined to write her own chapter in royal history, adding further richness to the legacy of her family, which, on May 6, 2024, will celebrate 99 years of existence, having won the hearts of people around the world with her charm and naturalness. From her first public appearance, it was clear that Princess Charlotte was something more than just a royal figure. Her sparkling personality, lively and confident character, often charms her older brother, Prince George, and her parents, now known as the Prince and Princess of Wales. Charlotte's energetic spirit is contagious, from posing for a photograph with a smile to interacting with diplomats with the grace of an expert. It seems that from the very beginning she was meant to be in the spotlight. Many have noted her resemblance to her great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth I, and her comfort in the public eye. Those close to Charlotte describe her as energetic and independent qualities that will undoubtedly serve her well. Charlotte loves the best that life has to offer, which is not surprising, considering her royal upbringing. Her wardrobe, made up of custom pieces from well-known brands like Amaya Kids and Peppa & Co, blends classic and modern styles. She is described as a cheerful child and the liveliest of her siblings, a characteristic confirmed by her delightful public appearances. Charlotte has a refined taste unusual for a child, with a fondness for olives that reflects her sophisticated palate. According to Hello magazine, she enjoys childhood favorites like macaroni and cheese and pizza, but is also open to trying new dishes. The Cambridge family's unity is reflected in their shared love for cooking together, as seen in their joint efforts to make pizza. Charlotte's interests are not limited to food. She enjoys dancing, a hobby she shares with her great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth. This shows that her parents support her in excelling both academically and artistically, and it's exciting to see how her love for the arts develops in such a nurturing environment. In the life of a modern royal, it is always important to balance tradition with contemporary life. The first years of Princess Charlotte's life beautifully demonstrate this balance. Her life is carefully planned in accordance with royal traditions, yet she enjoys a wonderful childhood filled with pleasant memories. As her family celebrates great moments, the world marvels at her charm. Many remember the image of Princess Charlotte as a tiny child in her mother's arms, waving to the crowd of well-wishers from the balcony of Buckingham Palace during the Trooping the Colour ceremony in June 2016. Even at such a young age, it was clear that she had a natural talent for royal duties. In May 2017, Charlotte's charm was evident at another memorable event when, as a flower girl at the royal wedding, she stole the spotlight with her infectious joy, playing with other little girls and winning the hearts of everyone present. These moments showcased her charisma and ease in the public eye, hinting at a bright future as a prominent member of the British royal family. Charlotte has appeared in public at a wide range of events, from lavish ceremonies to informal family outings. When she was just 2 years old, she accompanied her parents and brother on the royal tour of Poland and Germany, a remarkable achievement for such a young child. Despite her age, she displayed incredible composure and confidence, even saying goodbye in Polish when leaving Warsaw. A particularly touching moment occurred during the Christmas church service at Sandringham in 2018, when Charlotte confidently greeted well-wishers who had come to see her and her mother. In a gesture full of warmth and compassion, she handed a bouquet of flowers to a fan who was in a wheelchair. This experience undoubtedly helped shape the young princess, making her more self-assured and empathetic. The world continues to watch as she grows, eagerly awaiting the next chapter in her extraordinary story. In May 2018, at the wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, Charlotte's charm was once again undeniable. Dressed in a beautiful white dress and floral crown, she dazzled everyone with her playful mood. A year later, at the wedding of Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank, Charlotte continued to impress, maintaining her composure despite the grandeur of the event. Undoubtedly, Princess Charlotte possesses a natural charisma and self-confidence that will define her future. The world will eagerly await how she contributes to the royal legacy. Since her birth, the life of Princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana has captured the public's attention, and her education is a key aspect of her future role in the monarchy. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have ensured that their daughter grows up in a safe and loving environment, firmly believing in the importance of early childhood development. In January 2018, Charlotte began attending Wilcox Nursery School, ideally located near Kensington Palace. Her official title is Her Royal Highness Princess Charlotte of Cambridge, but as she affectionately refers to herself at school, she is simply Charlotte Cambridge, a charming nod to her parents' names. In September 2009, Charlotte and her older brother, Prince George, both enrolled in the prestigious B School, known for its holistic and rigorous approach. The school instills values such as respect, kindness, and self-confidence, which align perfectly with the principles of the royal family. The curriculum at THB covers much more than traditional subjects like English, mathematics, science, and history. It also includes art, music, drama, and foreign languages, fostering the well-rounded development of its students. Moreover, the school actively encourages outdoor activities, promoting balanced physical and mental development. When the Welsh family moved to Windsor in the summer of 2022, Charlotte and her siblings quickly integrated into the Lamberbrook school community. Thanks to her warm and friendly character, she quickly won the admiration and affection of her classmates. Princess Charlotte's life is filled with a variety of interests. Her love for football not only contributes to her physical well-being but also helps her develop key skills such as teamwork, concentration, and perseverance, traits that will be invaluable for her future royal role. Tradition and modernity are harmoniously combined in her education. Horse riding, as a noble tradition of the royal family, teaches her discipline, while her love for water sports offers a refreshing contrast, showcasing that she is a young royal comfortable both on land and in the water. The Duke and Duchess of Wales have instilled a deep love for nature in their children. By walking with them in the fresh air, they nurture Charlotte's sense of environmental responsibility. Arts and culture also play a crucial role in her upbringing, helping her better understand the world and preparing her for life as an active and well-rounded individual in society. With such a strong foundation, Princess Charlotte's future is bound to be extraordinary. As she continues to grow and develop, the world eagerly awaits the next chapters of her story. Charlotte already plays a key role in the narrative of the British royal family being fourth in line to the throne, which represents a significant shift in the monarchy's history. The succession to the Crown Act of 2013, which changed the rules of inheritance, made her position more equitable, freeing it from archaic traditions. At the state funeral of Queen Elizabeth II in September 2022, Princess Charlotte demonstrated maturity and poise, impressing many. The brooch she chose, in the shape of a horseshoe, symbolized her great-grandmother's love for horses and expressed the continuity of generations. After the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, King Charles III ascended to the throne, and his coronation in May 2023 marked the beginning of a new era for the British monarchy. Princess Charlotte, as a young woman at the intersection of tradition and modern changes, will continue to embody progressive ideas contributing to the future of the monarchy. Her role in the line of succession is now secured by law, accompanied by a deep sense of pride and responsibility. As the years pass, her influence and public significance are expected to grow. In the future, it is anticipated that Princess Charlotte will assume a more prominent position in public life, continuing her parents' traditions of charity, diplomacy, or environmental advocacy. Her ability to connect with people and her unwavering sense of duty may make her a role model for millions. What is intriguing is not only her energetic personality and natural leadership qualities but also her approach to technology. Unlike many of her peers, she uses technology for education and personal development, emphasizing her maturity. Princess Charlotte is becoming a symbol of modernity and progress, playing an important role in the monarchy's adaptation to current challenges. Her future is not just about inheritance, but also about the ongoing evolution of the British royal family, ensuring its relevance for a new generation. Moreover, the school actively encourages outdoor activities promoting balanced physical and mental development. When the Welsh family moved to Windsor in the summer of 2022, Charlotte and her siblings quickly integrated into the Lamberbrook school community. Thanks to her warm and friendly character, she quickly won the admiration and affection of her classmates. Princess Charlotte's life is filled with a variety of interests. Her love for football not only contributes to her physical well-being, but also helps her develop key skills such as teamwork, concentration, and perseverance, traits that will be invaluable for her future royal role. Tradition and modernity are harmoniously combined in her education. Horse riding, as a noble tradition of the royal family, teaches her discipline, while her love for water sports offers a refreshing contrast, showcasing that she is a young royal comfortable both on land and in the water. The Duke and Duchess of Wales have instilled a deep love for nature in their children. By walking with them in the fresh air, they nurture Charlotte's sense of environmental responsibility. Arts and culture also play a crucial role in her upbringing, helping her better understand the world and preparing her for a life as an active and well-rounded individual in society. With such a strong foundation, Princess Charlotte's future is bound to be extraordinary. As she continues to grow and develop, the world eagerly awaits the next chapters of her story. Charlotte already plays a key role in the narrative of the British royal family being fourth in line to the throne, which represents a significant shift in the monarchy's history. The succession to the Crown Act of 2013, which changed the rules of inheritance, made her position more equitable, freeing it from archaic traditions. At the state funeral of Queen Elizabeth II in September of 2022, Princess Charlotte demonstrated maturity and poise, impressing many. The brooch she chose, in the shape of a horseshoe, symbolized her great-grandmother's love for horses and expressed the continuity of generations. After the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, King Charles III ascended to the throne, and his coronation in May of 2023 marked the beginning of a new era for the British monarchy. Princess Charlotte, as a young woman at the intersection of tradition and modern changes, will continue to embody progressive ideas contributing to the future of the monarchy. Her role in the line of succession is now secured by law, accompanied by a deep sense of pride and responsibility. As the years pass, her influence and public significance are expected to grow. In the future, it is anticipated that Princess Charlotte will assume a more prominent position in public life, continuing her parents' traditions of charity, diplomacy, or environmental advocacy. Her ability to connect with people and her unwavering sense of duty may make her a role model for millions. What is intriguing is not only her energetic personality and natural leadership qualities, but also her approach to technology. Unlike many of her peers, she uses technology for education and personal development, emphasizing her maturity. Princess Charlotte is becoming a symbol of modernity and progress, playing an important role in the monarchy's adaptation to current challenges. Her future is not just about inheritance, but also about the ongoing evolution of the British royal family, ensuring its relevance for a new generation. For many years, there has been endless curiosity and admiration surrounding the younger members of the royal family, and Princess Charlotte is no exception. The year 2023 was significant for Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis as they took on more royal responsibilities. As a key representative of the next generation of the monarchy, every step she takes captures public attention. However, there are lesser-known aspects of her life that even the most devoted fans may not be aware of. What secrets lie behind Princess Charlotte's upbringing, and what unspoken traditions shape her royal journey? Join us to uncover what the royal family has not shared about Princess Charlotte and discover intriguing truths that may surprise you. Princess Charlotte, possessing an extraordinary talent reminiscent of Queen Elizabeth II, may still be young, but her lineage continues to shine with intrigue. There is evidence suggesting that Charlotte has inherited not only the elegance and poise of a young royal, but also remarkable abilities that connect her to the late Queen Mother, Elizabeth II. According to royal insiders, this unique gift has captivated the royal family and added to the growing list of traits that Charlotte shares with the former monarch. Recently, Prince William revealed that his youngest child, Prince Louis, has begun playing the drums, sparking discussions about the various potential talents emerging among the next generation of royal family members. Royal correspondent Phil Dampier, in a reserved manner, highlighted Charlotte's unique abilities. He shared that Charlotte has inherited the skill of mimicking people, a talent that was once characteristic of the late Queen. Beyond her resemblance to the former monarch, Charlotte also shares her sense of humor and ability to impersonate others. According to Dampier, the Queen's talent for mimicking prominent figures was one of her many hidden skills, often bringing laughter to royal banquets. Dampier added that Charlotte might continue this tradition by entertaining her family during festive occasions such as Christmas, when the royal family gathers together. The late Queen, as Dampier explained, had the talent to impersonate public figures. He noted that her ability to mimic political leaders was exceptional. The Queen frequently imitated United States presidents and even the former Russian leader Boris Yeltsin, causing her family to burst into laughter. Charlotte appears to have inherited this playful and humorous side, promising to bring joy to her family, especially during traditional holiday charades. Dampier also provided insight into Charlotte's role within the family, particularly in light of her mother Kate Middleton's recovery from a cancer diagnosis earlier this year. This revelation resonated across the world. Kate Middleton is currently undergoing chemotherapy, and Dampier stated that Charlotte has been a significant source of comfort and strength for her mother during this difficult time. While Kate has been reassuring her children about her recovery, Charlotte has reportedly taken on a mature role, assisting her mother in ways that exceed her young age. According to Dampier, this level of maturity is another trait she shares with Queen Elizabeth II. He pointed out that Winston Churchill once described the late Queen as possessing an extraordinary level of composure and wisdom even as a child. Dampier suggests that Charlotte embodies these qualities, illustrating her strong connection to her great-grandmother. Giles Brandreth, another royal author, previously spoke about Queen Elizabeth's hidden talent for impressions, revealing that the Queen herself once joked about pursuing a career as an impressionist if she had not become a monarch. This playful and artistic side of the Queen appears to have been passed down to Charlotte, showing that even within the framework of royal traditions, there is room for individuality and humor. How will Princess Charlotte's remarkable talents and her deep connection to the royal family shape her future? Although Princess Diana never had the chance to meet her grandchildren, her influence continues to impact her family, especially her granddaughter, Princess Charlotte. In fact, Charlotte shares a special passion with her late grandmother, a love for dance, particularly ballet. This activity seems especially fitting for royal celebrations. In a video shared by Sky News on the social media platform TikTok, Princess Kate revealed that Charlotte is a huge fan of ballet. She recounted a moment when she was sitting with Prince Charles, while Charlotte was in the audience. At one point, Charlotte quietly stood up and walked away, seemingly captivated by the performance. Diana, known for her elegance and grace, began taking private dance lessons shortly after her wedding to Prince Charles, now King Charles. According to reports from The Sun, she was 9 years old when she developed a passion for dance. This morning marked another royal birthday. Princess Charlotte, the only daughter of Prince William and Princess Kate, turned 9 years old. Charlotte also takes weekly private ballet lessons at a dance school in South London, a touching nod to Diana's legacy and a heartfelt connection between grandmother and granddaughter. However, ballet is not the only dance style Charlotte enjoys. In a conversation with a young girl, Kate mentioned that Charlotte also loves tap dancing. She explained that her daughter is passionate about both ballet and tap and encouraged the girl to continue pursuing dance. Kate also shared a sweet story about Charlotte's love for ballet during the annual Together at Christmas Royal Carol event on the 6th of December. While speaking with singer Paloma Faith, Kate revealed that ballet dancers from the Royal Ballet were set to perform at the event, and she wanted to surprise Charlotte. To achieve this, she enlisted the help of her youngest child, Prince Louis. Kate asked Louis to keep the secret, explaining that she wanted the performance to be a special surprise for Charlotte. She shared that Louis promised to stay silent, giving his mother a sincere assurance that he would not say a word. However, despite his best efforts, the 6-year-old found it difficult to contain his excitement. Charlotte, to her delight, watched the performance with her family at Westminster Abbey. This touching moment highlights how dance continues to bring joy to the royal family and possibly to Princess Diana's legacy as well. Diana's love for dance was not just a personal passion. She famously stunned audiences during a charity event by taking to the stage for an unexpected performance set to a well-known song. According to her dance instructor Anne Allen, who wrote about their experiences in her memoir Dancing with Diana, over 9 years, the princess developed a deep appreciation for dance. One of Diana's most notable performances was choreographed by renowned dancer Wayne Sleep. The surprise performance was kept a secret from everyone except Allen and Sleep. However, despite her excitement, Diana's husband, Prince Charles, reportedly disapproved of the performance. Allen later recalled that Charles reacted dismissively, simply saying, "Well done, dear," without even turning to acknowledge her effort. Diana later admitted that she had been told such public performances were not appropriate for a royal. However, this did not stop her from continuing her dance lessons. Diana's dedication to her love for dance reflected her free spirit, and one can only wonder if she would be proud to see Charlotte following in her footsteps. Like her grandmother, Charlotte has an infectious passion for dance, and her ability to balance royal duties with personal interests demonstrates the same qualities that made Diana so beloved. Within the Wales family, Princess Charlotte clearly takes charge. As the middle child of William and Kate, she has naturally assumed the role of guiding her brothers, Prince George and Prince Louis. While this is not an official responsibility, her leadership over her younger sibling is evident during public appearances. Christopher Anderson, author of the book The King, shared in an interview with Fox News Digital that Charlotte has become something of a whisperer for her younger brother, Louis. He noted that Louis's playful behavior often requires Charlotte's intervention, as she is the best at redirecting him when he gets too excited, as is common with young children. A notable example occurred during the Trooping the Colours ceremony in the year 2024, which marked Kate's first public appearance since revealing her cancer diagnosis. As usual, Louis was playful, but Charlotte gently encouraged him to remain composed during the national anthem. Even when the royal family stood in attention, Charlotte subtly guided her younger brother. Body language expert Judy James noted that Charlotte carried herself with pride and authority throughout the event, ensuring that Louis stood correctly. This was not the first time Charlotte had taken charge of her brothers during royal engagements, proving her natural leadership within the family. Especially considering how Charlotte cares for her younger brother, their sweet bond has been evident from the very beginning. On the occasion of Charlotte's 3rd birthday, a photograph was released showing Charlotte sitting with baby Louis on her lap, tenderly kissing him on the forehead. During Louis' christening in the year 2018, while others smiled at the camera. Charlotte gazed lovingly at her younger brother, holding his hand. This admiration goes both ways. Prince William has previously shared how much his son Louis adores his sister. Once, he mentioned that Charlotte often runs around the kitchen in her ballet dresses, completely immersed in her own world, while Louis is frequently seen watching her intently, trying to imitate her every move. Charlotte's nurturing nature influences her siblings, and she expresses her playful side through her love for olives and cooking with her mother. Although Princess Charlotte is still very young, she already demonstrates unique traits that set her apart. While many children her age might shy away from bitter flavors, Charlotte's favorite food is olives. Her mother, the Duchess of Cambridge, revealed this amusing detail during a recent visit to a London school. The Princess of Wales visited a school in the city of Bath, United Kingdom, as reported by the Mail. While interacting with the children, Kate mentioned that Charlotte has a deep passion for eating olives. This is quite an advanced preference for such a young child. Most 3-year-olds tend to favor simpler foods. One thing is certain, her taste buds are years ahead of her age. However, her choice of food is not the most fascinating aspect. She also enjoys participating in meal preparation. During the same educational visit, Kate also shared that she regularly encourages her older children, Charlotte and George, to take part in cooking at home. As reported by the Daily Mail, the Duchess explained that cooking is a shared activity for them and that they delight in making their favorite dish, cheesy pasta. It doesn't stop there. On another occasion, it was noted that the children are also learning to make pizza dough on their own with a rolling pin. It is hard to imagine royal children covered in flour and kneading bread, but in the Cambridge household, this is a normal occurrence. Cooking together as a family is not just a fun activity for the children, but also a valuable way to spend time together. How do Charlotte's refined food preferences and kitchen skills reflect her unique personality? A little royal figure with a big personality and dreamy pink aspirations, Princess Charlotte has always captured hearts with her charming character. Her two favorite things, dancing and the color pink, make her even more delightful. While her fondness for olives and cooking might surprise some, her love for dancing is something she shares with most young children. According to the publication Prince Ulm, this was once confirmed in a conversation with the Prime Minister of Malta, Joseph Muscat. As reported, Ulm said that his daughter, Charlotte, truly enjoys dancing. It is easy to picture her twirling around the palace halls, full of energy and joy. Her love for the color pink is another endearing trait that adds to her delightful spirit. Pink has long been a favorite for many young girls, and Charlotte is no exception. While in London, Kate Middleton shared this fact during a conversation with a young student named Nee. Later, the child explained that Kate had asked her about her favorite color, to which she replied pink. In response, Kate admitted that pink is also Charlotte's favorite color. This moment of connection between the royal family and ordinary people is one of the reasons why they are so beloved. Charlotte's affection for the color pink is always reflected in her wardrobe. She is frequently seen wearing outfits in different shades of pink, often coordinating with her mother. This only highlights the strong bond between mother and daughter. Undoubtedly, Charlotte's attachment to this color has influenced the clothing choices of the Cambridge family when they appear in public. What other skills set Charlotte apart from her peers? Knowledge of 2 languages and an adorable nickname. Princess Charlotte already exhibits some extraordinary talents for her age, including bilingualism. Thanks to her Spanish nanny, Maria Teresa Turian Borrello, Charlotte has become quite fluent in Spanish. As reported by The Independent, sources claim that by the age of 3, Charlotte could already speak Spanish. It seems her Spanish-speaking nanny gave her an early advantage in mastering the language, which will undoubtedly be useful in the increasingly globalized world. As with many royal children, she also has a sweet nickname given to her by her family. During an official visit to Windsor Park Stadium in Northern Ireland in March 2019, Kate Middleton revealed that at home, Charlotte is affectionately called Lottie. According to an Instagram post by Laura N., Kate was speaking with one of the mothers when she casually mentioned the nickname, offering a glimpse into a more personal and everyday side of royal life. Lottie suits Charlotte perfectly. It is sweet, charming, and reflects her happy personality. Just imagine a little royal princess wandering through the palace, chatting in Spanish, and responding to her adorable nickname. This is a gentle and heartwarming side of her daily life, despite her royal status. Does she still show traits of a typical child? The magical love of Princess Charlotte for unicorns. Like many children her age, Princess Charlotte is fond of these mythical creatures. Unicorns have captured the imagination of children worldwide, and Charlotte is no exception. Her father, Prince William, has even shared how much his young daughter adores them. As reported by The Sun, Prince William noticed Charlotte's fascination with unicorns during an official visit to Harcombe House in Devon in support of Emergency Services Day in the United Kingdom in September 2019. While interacting with the children of firefighters, he spotted a craft project featuring a unicorn horn and mentioned his daughter's love for these fantastic creatures. However, this is not the only evidence of Charlotte's fondness for unicorns. According to Hello magazine, her enthusiasm for unicorns is evident in her personal belongings. On her very first day at Thomas's Battersea School, eagle-eyed fans noticed a unicorn keychain attached to Charlotte's school bag. It was a charming touch that made her already sweet school photo even more adorable. On another occasion, she was also seen carrying a unicorn-themed purse, confirming that her fascination with unicorns extends beyond art. Unicorns have a certain allure, occupying a space between fantasy and reality, so it is no surprise that Charlotte finds them enchanting. From her personalized accessories to her father proudly mentioning her interests, it is clear that unicorns hold a special place in her heart. Just picture her walking around the house, surrounded by her little unicorn-themed treasures, her smile reflecting the simple joys of childhood. How does her role as a royal family member shape her future? The children of Princess Charlotte may not inherit royal titles. One is either born into royalty as a prince or princess, or they marry into the royal family, as seen with Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, who gained her title through marriage. While some debate whether she should be called Princess Kate, she technically holds the title of Princess William of Wales. She also became Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cambridge. The system of royal titles also explains the inheritance of status within the family. Such titles are traditionally passed down through the male lineage, meaning that while the future children of Prince George will automatically receive titles such as Prince or Princess, those of Princess Charlotte will not unless granted special permission. This explains why the daughters of Princess Anne were born without royal titles, whereas the daughters of Prince Andrew hold them. Some royals have even chosen to forego their titles altogether, prioritizing a more modern and pragmatic approach to royal life. What new information about Princess Charlotte changes our perception of her role in the royal family? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates. Also, click on the next video appearing on your screen. You will love it.
Even at a young age, Princess Charlotte has shown a remarkable strength and poise that is hard to ignore. Her composed yet firm demeanor during a confrontation with Queen Camilla at a recent royal event sent ripples through the monarchy, highlighting her potential as a future leader. In a family steeped in tradition, Charlotte's quiet defiance speaks volumes, proving that even the youngest royals can influence the future. Let's delve into the details of this intriguing event. At just 9 years old, Princess Charlotte is already leaving her mark within the royal family. With a poised demeanor and a confidence beyond her years, she navigates public attention with an impressive maturity. Her recent exchange with Queen Camilla was not an isolated occurrence, but part of a growing pattern that highlights her emerging role as a young royal leader. Her ability to remain composed under scrutiny demonstrates an awareness of her historical significance and her potential to shape it. Charlotte's natural grace and leadership have been on display numerous times. While many children might shy away from the spotlight, she embraces it with assurance. During the Platinum Jubilee celebrations, Charlotte's leadership qualities came to light when she calmly corrected her younger brother Prince Louis, who had become restless. The brief moment, widely shared in the media, showcased her ability to maintain decorum and take charge, even among her siblings. This wasn't the only instance where Charlotte's composure stood out. During Queen Elizabeth II's funeral, Charlotte captivated the public with her maturity. Wearing a black dress adorned with a small horseshoe brooch, a tribute to her great-grandmother's love for horses, she maintained perfect decorum throughout the emotionally charged day. Cameras captured her comforting Prince George with a gentle nudge and whispered words when he was overcome with emotion. Her graceful bow to the Queen's coffin was a poignant reminder of her potential as a young leader in the making. Many observers draw comparisons between Princess Charlotte and her late grandmother, Princess Diana. Diana was celebrated for her empathy and ability to connect with people, qualities that Charlotte seems to share. Like Diana, Charlotte balances firmness with compassion, as evidenced by her interactions with both family members and the public. Her growing presence resonates strongly with the public, much like Diana's ability to humanize the royal family did during her time. Charlotte's self-assured demeanor stands out during public appearances, where she handles formal occasions with remarkable ease. Whether curtsying to senior royals or accompanying her parents at official events, she exudes a sense of authority and grace. During the Commonwealth Day service, she was seen gently guiding Prince Louis into the chapel, further demonstrating her natural leadership and nurturing instincts. Behind Princess Charlotte's confidence lies the subtle mentorship of Princess Anne, one of the royal family's most dedicated and disciplined members. Known for her pragmatic approach to royal duties, Anne's influence on Charlotte has been profound. As Queen Elizabeth II's only daughter, Anne carved her unique path within the monarchy, balancing tradition with her strong sense of purpose. Her tireless work ethic and resilience have earned her respect across generations, making her a valuable role model for Charlotte. Insiders have noted the special bond between Anne and Charlotte. Despite Anne's reputation for her brisk manner, she has taken an active interest in guiding her great niece. Through shared moments at family gatherings, Anne offers Charlotte advice on maintaining composure in high-pressure situations. Observers credit Anne's mentorship for shaping Charlotte's ability to handle public life with confidence and poise. Charlotte's conduct during public events often mirrors Anne's qualities: composure under scrutiny, confidence without arrogance, and a readiness to take charge when necessary. For instance, her intervention during Prince Louis's Jubilee antics reflected Anne's assertive yet caring leadership style. This alignment suggests that Anne's influence is helping to mold Charlotte into a strong and capable young royal. Charlotte's position as the second in line to the throne after her brother Prince George brings unique challenges. Historically, those in her position have struggled to carve out their own identities. However, Charlotte seems well prepared to navigate these complexities, much like Princess Anne did in her own time. Anne's ability to stand firm while maintaining dignity serves as an inspiring example for Charlotte as she grows into her role. This influence was evident during the coronation of King Charles III, where Charlotte displayed a moment of quiet defiance by addressing Queen Camilla. The subtle but impactful gesture reflected Anne's legacy of addressing challenges head-on while preserving grace. Charlotte's assured actions hinted at the depth of her understanding of royal dynamics and her readiness to embrace her role. Princess Charlotte's innate blend of assertiveness and elegance positions her as a beacon of hope for the future of the British monarchy. With the support of her parents, the mentorship of Princess Anne, and her natural charisma, Charlotte is poised to become a significant force within the royal family. As she continues to grow and take on more responsibilities, one thing is certain: the world will be watching as this young royal comes into her own. The question remains, what prompted Princess Charlotte's poised confrontation with Queen Camilla? Stay tuned as we uncover the untold story behind this defining moment. The historic walls of Westminster Abbey echoed with the gravity of centuries past as dignitaries, royal family members, and esteemed guests filled the grand aisles. Amid the grandeur, Queen Consort Camilla exuded confidence in her exquisitely tailored ivory gown. Yet, beneath the surface, a subtle tension rippled through the atmosphere, unmistakable to those attuned to the nuances of royal dynamics. What was expected to be a unifying celebration revealed fractures within the family. Princess Catherine, the Princess of Wales, graced the occasion in an elegant sapphire gown, epitomizing her signature poise. However, an astute observer might notice an underlying chill in her demeanor. The fleeting yet pointed glances exchanged between Catherine and Camilla hinted at a relationship marked by complexities beyond protocol. As the royal family assumed their ceremonial positions, the tension grew palpable. At one point, Camilla turned abruptly toward Catherine, her expression sharp. Lip readers would later reveal the directive she uttered, motioning toward Princess Charlotte. "Take her." Though simple in phrasing, the command carried an unmistakable tone of authority. Catherine, seated with her children, remained composed, her gentle hand resting on Charlotte's arm. a picture of maternal grace. Her smile, though poised, seemed strained, betraying a hint of unease. For a moment, young Charlotte became the center of attention. With a resolve far beyond her years, she boldly addressed Camilla, warning her in a manner that left the room in quiet astonishment. This wasn't mere childhood defiance, it was a moment of self-assured resistance. Camilla's composure faltered briefly, her lips pressed tightly, and her gaze flickered toward Catherine, perhaps seeking solidarity that was not forthcoming. Catherine, ever composed, offered Charlotte a reassuring smile, redirecting her focus back to the ceremony. Her calm maternal presence underscored a stark contrast to Camilla's momentary loss of control. The silent exchange encapsulated Catherine's steadying influence and highlighted her strength under pressure. Meanwhile, Camilla worked to regain her poise, though the incident left an indelible mark on the occasion. Her attempt to assert dominance over the young princess had backfired, subtly shifting the power dynamics within the family. Analysts noted the broader implications, the younger generation's emerging influence, and their ability to challenge traditional authority within the royal household. This coronation, far from being a mere ceremonial event, became a vivid tableau of evolving dynamics within the monarchy. Queen Camilla has shown remarkable resilience in her integration into the royal family, but her journey has been marked by moments that some have interpreted as overstepping her bounds. Her transition from Duchess of Cornwall to Queen Consort has not always been smooth, underscoring the complexities of her role and the delicate balance she must maintain. One notable misstep occurred during Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee. Intended as a celebration of Elizabeth's unparalleled reign, the event also provided a platform for the monarchy's future. However, Camilla's heightened visibility reportedly overshadowed key figures, including Catherine, Princess of Wales, who has long been seen as central to the monarchy's future. Reports from palace insiders suggested that Camilla's insistence on a prominent role during the Jubilee caused friction. Her efforts to assert her presence, while understandable, appeared at odds with the occasion's spirit, drawing criticism for being overly calculated. A similar pattern emerged during preparations for King Charles III's coronation. Camilla reportedly pushed for her family, the Shands and Parker Bowles, to play a significant role, far beyond the traditional recognition afforded to in-laws. This decision was perceived by some as self-serving, fueling whispers of discontent within royal circles. Additionally, Camilla's approach has occasionally clashed with royal traditions, particularly in her dealings with senior members like Princess Anne. Anne's steadfast commitment to her mother's legacy often contrasts with Camilla's aspirations to modernize the monarchy. These tensions highlight the ongoing struggle between tradition and transformation within the royal household. While Camilla's efforts to redefine her role are commendable, they have not always resonated positively with the public. Her comparisons to the late Princess Diana, celebrated for her natural empathy, further complicate her position. Camilla's ambition, though admirable, sometimes appears at odds with the monarchy's need for subtlety and cohesion. Princess Charlotte is rapidly emerging as a significant figure in the modern monarchy. Despite her young age, her poise and confidence suggest a transformative potential that could redefine royal roles in the 21st century. Charlotte embodies a balance between honoring tradition and embracing progressive ideals. Her ability to assert herself, even in subtle ways, indicates a maturity beyond her years. This emerging assertiveness is pivotal as the monarchy navigates an era of heightened scrutiny and demands for modernization. Her upbringing, guided by her parents, emphasizes the importance of self-assurance within the framework of royal duties. This foundation allows Charlotte to thrive under pressure while remaining authentic, a quality that resonates with contemporary audiences. Observers have noted her leadership in public engagements, whether guiding her siblings or maintaining composure during high-profile events. As second in line to the throne after her brother Prince George, Charlotte occupies a unique position that allows her to influence the monarchy's direction without the immediate pressures of kingship. Charlotte's confidence and adaptability position her as a bridge between the monarchy's storied past and its evolving future. Her ability to balance tradition with modernity makes her a figure to watch in the years to come. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the next video to continue exploring royal stories.
The reigning monarch, the future kings, and their immediate heirs dominate the public eye. However, behind the scenes, one woman has played a subtle yet profound role in shaping the next generation: Carol Middleton. As the mother of Catherine, Princess of Wales, Carol has been a constant pillar of support. Yet, what many do not realize is the deep, unexpected bond she shares with her granddaughter, Princess Charlotte. In a rare and heartfelt revelation, Carol Middleton has opened up about her special connection with the young royal. Her insights have surprised many and offered an intimate glimpse into the little princess's world shaped by love, traditions, and values that go beyond royal expectations. Long before she became a grandmother to a future queen or a recognizable figure in royal circles, Carol Middleton was an ambitious young woman from a modest background. Born Carol Goldsmith in 1955, she grew up in Southall, a working-class suburb of London. Her father was a builder, and her mother worked in a jewelry store, but from an early age, Carol demonstrated a strong work ethic and entrepreneurial spirit. She began her career as a flight attendant for British Airways, where she met Michael Middleton, a fellow airline employee who would later become her husband. While their early married life was comfortable, Carol had a vision of building something of her own. In 1987, she launched Party Pieces, a small business selling party supplies. What started as a modest mail-order company from the family home soon flourished into a multi-million-pound enterprise, securing the Middletons' financial independence. Unlike many who marry into aristocratic circles, Carol built her status from the ground up. Her determination, resilience, and keen business sense not only shaped her own success but also influenced her daughter Catherine and, in turn, her granddaughter Charlotte. Now a grandmother to Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, Carol Middleton plays an essential role in their upbringing. Unlike traditional royal grandmothers, she is deeply involved in their daily lives, providing warmth, stability, and a hands-on approach to parenting that balances the formality of palace life. Carol frequently visits Anmer Hall, the Wales family's countryside retreat, where she spends quality time with her grandchildren. Her presence is not limited to public appearances as she actively participates in their upbringing, ensuring they experience both royal duties and a grounded childhood. This involvement offers Charlotte a unique blend of tradition and normalcy, allowing her to develop independence and confidence from an early age. From the moment Princess Charlotte was born on May 2, 2015, Carol embraced her role as a devoted grandmother. Unlike previous generations of royal grandmothers who remained in the background, she has been a steady force in Charlotte's life, offering guidance and a sense of normalcy that is rare in royal circles. Carol's influence extends beyond mere presence. She shares valuable life lessons with Charlotte, values of hard work, humility, and perseverance, the same traits that helped build her own success. Royal insiders often describe Carol as the glue that holds the Middleton family together, and her impact on Charlotte's upbringing is significant. Growing up in the grandeur of Kensington Palace and Adelaide Cottage, Charlotte is no stranger to royal traditions. However, her relationship with Carol provides her with a different perspective on that emphasizes family-first values. Carol ensures that Charlotte enjoys the joys of childhood in a way that many previous royal children never had the chance to experience. One of the most striking aspects of Princess Charlotte's public persona is her confidence and natural charisma. While Prince George, as the future king, carries a more reserved demeanor, Charlotte is spirited, assertive, and full of personality. Many royal watchers note that these traits strongly resemble Carol Middleton's own warm and energetic nature. Charlotte's self-assurance is evident in her public appearances, from confidently greeting dignitaries to playfully interacting with her siblings at royal events. Experts believe that Carol has played a significant role in fostering this independence, ensuring Charlotte grows up with a strong sense of self-worth beyond her royal title. One of the sweetest aspects of Carol and Charlotte's relationship is the activities they enjoy together. While the public often sees Charlotte at official engagements, behind the scenes, she is a young girl who cherishes her time with her grandmother. Carol has introduced Charlotte to the joys of baking, often involving her in making cakes and cookies whenever she visits. This tradition mirrors Catherine's own childhood, where Carol prioritized family time in the kitchen. Charlotte, who has been spotted helping her mother bake, loves this shared pastime, which allows for bonding in a relaxed and joyful setting. Beyond the kitchen, Carol encourages Charlotte to spend time outdoors. Whether gardening or exploring nature at Amer Hall, the young princess enjoys planting flowers and learning about the natural world under her grandmother's guidance. This love for the outdoors is reminiscent of the Middleton family's countryside roots, where Catherine and her siblings were raised to appreciate simple pleasures. Additionally, Charlotte has developed an interest in horseback riding, a passion she shares with her great-grandmother, the late Queen Elizabeth II. Carol wholeheartedly supports this interest, recognizing the importance of hobbies in building confidence and joy. Historically, maternal grandmothers have played a limited role in raising royal children, as tradition dictated that the paternal side held more influence. However, Carol Middleton has defied this norm, proving that a strong maternal presence is just as vital in shaping a royal child's future. Unlike past royal generations, where grandmothers were distant figures, Carol's presence in Charlotte's life ensures she grows up with a sense of stability, love, and normalcy. Her influence helps bridge the gap between royal expectations and a well-rounded childhood, ensuring Charlotte benefits from both worlds. Carol Middleton's impact extends beyond Charlotte. It is evident in the parenting style of Catherine and Prince William. Following Carol's example, they have adopted a hands-on, nurturing approach to raising their children, prioritizing family values over rigid royal protocol. As Princess Charlotte grows, Carol's influence will undoubtedly shape her into a confident, compassionate, and well-rounded young woman. Through baking sessions, outdoor adventures, and shared wisdom, Carol has formed an unbreakable bond with her granddaughters that is redefining the role of her royal grandmother. In the ever-evolving landscape of the British monarchy, Carol Middleton stands as a testament to the power of family, love, and hands-on parenting. Her legacy will be remembered not only through her entrepreneurial success, but also through the values she has instilled in Catherine, Charlotte, and the next generation of royals. Unlike previous generations, where younger royal siblings often faded into the background, Princess Charlotte is being raised with a strong sense of purpose and individuality. Much of this can be credited to the grounded influence of her grandmother, Carol Middleton. Historically, second-born royal children have faced challenges in finding their place within the monarchy. Many have struggled to define their roles, often overshadowed by their older siblings. For instance, Prince Andrew lived much of his life in the shadow of his elder brother, King Charles Roman III. Similarly, Princess Margaret navigated the complexities of royal duty while seeking personal fulfillment. Even in the current generation, Prince Harry has spoken openly about the difficulties of being the younger royal sibling, often feeling as though he lacked a defined role. However, Charlotte's upbringing is breaking away from this outdated pattern. Thanks to her parents, Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, and the guidance of Carol Middleton, Charlotte is being raised to understand that she is not just an additional member of the royal family, she is an important figure in her own right. Carol has played a crucial role in ensuring that Charlotte develops a strong sense of self-worth and confidence from an early age. Unlike past royal children, who were often raised by nannies or palace staff, Charlotte enjoys a family-focused upbringing filled with love, support, and encouragement, much like Carol instilled in her own children. Carol Middleton's background as a self-made entrepreneur has given her a unique perspective on success and responsibility. Before becoming the mother of a future queen, she built Party Pieces from the ground up, transforming it into a successful business. She understands that success is not solely derived from privilege but from hard work, determination, and resilience. These values have been passed down to Catherine and are now being instilled in Charlotte. Unlike previous royal children who grew up with a sense of entitlement, Charlotte is learning the value of discipline, perseverance, and responsibility. Even at a young age, she takes on small tasks around the house, such as tidying her room, helping in the kitchen, and caring for the family's pets. These simple yet meaningful lessons ensure she grows up with a strong work ethic rather than an expectation of privilege. Despite her young age, Princess Charlotte has already demonstrated a remarkable ability to handle public appearances with confidence and poise. Whether attending official royal engagements or charming onlookers with her composed yet playful demeanor, she naturally connects with people, an ability Carol has helped cultivate. Carol has always emphasized the importance of kindness, respect, and grace, essential qualities for any member of the royal family. By instilling these values early on, she ensures that Charlotte grows into a young woman who can navigate the pressures of royal life while staying true to herself. Charlotte's interactions with the public reflect this influence. She has been seen confidently shaking hands with dignitaries, engaging with royal fans, and even keeping her older brother, Prince George, in check during formal events. These moments showcase her emerging leadership qualities, nurtured by her family's strong foundation of love and support. One key factor distinguishing Charlotte's upbringing from previous royal generations is the tight-knit, family-oriented environment Carol Middleton has helped create. Unlike the distant, formal relationships many royal children had with extended family, Charlotte enjoys close and loving bonds with her grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. She spends time at the Middleton family's home, Bucklebury Manor, where she can experience a more relaxed, down-to-earth lifestyle away from royal duties. This emphasis on family is something Catherine and Prince William are determined to maintain for all their children. They recognize the importance of a strong support system, and Carol plays a pivotal role in ensuring that Charlotte and her siblings never feel isolated or overwhelmed by their royal responsibilities. As Charlotte grows, Carol Middleton's influence will continue shaping her character, values, and approach to life. Whether teaching the importance of kindness, instilling a strong work ethic, or preparing her for a future of public service, Carol ensures that Charlotte is well equipped for the unique challenges of royal life. Many royal experts believe that Charlotte's future role in the monarchy will be significantly different from that of past spares, thanks to Carol's guidance, Catherine and William's modern parenting approach, and the close family bonds nurtured from an early age. Charlotte will be able to carve out a meaningful role within the royal family that allows her to thrive rather than simply exist in the background. In a time when the monarchy is evolving, Carol Middleton's unwavering love and support for her granddaughter serve as a powerful reminder that family remains at the heart of it all. Through her influence, Princess Charlotte is growing into a confident, strong, and grounded young royal who will undoubtedly leave her own mark on history. One of the greatest challenges in raising a royal child is striking the delicate balance between duty and normalcy. For many past royal children, life was defined by strict protocols, limited freedoms, and an overwhelming sense of responsibility. However, Carol Middleton has played an instrumental role in ensuring that Princess Charlotte experiences a childhood as close to normal as possible despite her royal status. Both Prince William and Catherine have long emphasized their desire to raise their children in a way that blends royal tradition with modern parenting. This approach is largely influenced by Catherine's own upbringing in the Middleton household, where love, family values, and independence were central. Carol Middleton has ensured that these same principles are carried on in Charlotte's life. Unlike past royal children, who were often separated from their families and raised by governesses or palace staff, Charlotte has been allowed to grow up in a relaxed, family-centered environment. She enjoys playdates with friends, countryside outings, and activities that any other child her age would experience. She is regularly seen riding her bicycle, playing with her siblings, and engaging in outdoor adventures, just as her mother did in her youth. This balance ensures that Charlotte develops confidence, resilience, and a well-rounded personality beyond the constraints of royal life. One of the most significant ways Carol Middleton helps maintain normalcy for Charlotte is through her home in Bucklebury, Berkshire. The Middleton family estate serves as a private retreat, offering Charlotte and her siblings a break from the public eye and the rigid formalities of palace life. Unlike the grandeur of royal palaces, Bucklebury Manor is a warm, welcoming home where Charlotte can enjoy carefree days running through the gardens, baking in the kitchen with her grandmother, or playing with her cousins. Carol has also encouraged Charlotte to build friendships outside of the royal bubble. While many past royal children were restricted to socializing within aristocratic circles, Charlotte has been given opportunities to form bonds with children from different backgrounds. This exposure teaches valuable social skills and ensures she remains relatable and grounded. Perhaps the most profound impact Carol has had on Princess Charlotte is through her unwavering love and support. Growing up in the royal family comes with immense pressures, but Carol's presence ensures that Charlotte always has a safe space where she can be herself. Whether through bedtime stories, one-on-one time, or heartfelt conversations, Carol provides the warmth and reassurance Charlotte needs to stay grounded. Royal experts frequently comment on Charlotte's confidence, playfulness, and ability to command attention even at a young age. Many believe this is a testament to the strong foundation of love and encouragement she receives from her family, particularly her grandmother. As Charlotte grows older, Carol Middleton's role will continue to evolve, but her influence will be felt for years to come. By ensuring that Charlotte has a happy, well-rounded childhood, Carol is helping shape a young princess who is not only prepared for royal life, but also for the real world. As the monarchy continues to modernize, one question remains: should royal parenting continue to evolve with the times, or is there still value in preserving traditional royal upbringings? Let us know your thoughts.